For me, the High Arctic Northwest Territories trip is really unique and really special. There's really no other trip like this. And the best thing about it is getting to spend time in these very distinct ecoregions of northern Canada. And unlike many other trips, we spend so much time outside, walking around the tundra, exploring places where there's no one else, just the sound of birds and wind and the sight of wildflowers. And that kind of experience, several days of getting to do that, is so special.
We start off in Edmonton. It's sort of the launching point, but we also spend a day birding around Edmonton. And it's right where the parkland and northern part of the prairies just meets the southern boreal. And it's a really high diversity area. So we kind of just get thrown right into it and just see a whole bunch of birds and mammals. We then fly to kind of our stepping stone to the Arctic, which is Yellowknife. Yellowknife is situated on the shores of Great Slave Lake.
And we actually will spend time boating out on Slave Lake, and we'll actually get to see some of the water bird colonies that are out there. There's lots of really interesting gulls. For a lot of people, this is a great opportunity to get to see short-billed gull, which I think is always a treat, and nesting Bonaparte's gulls that are nesting in spruce trees.
And there'll be loons on the water that usually have no problem with us getting quite close. And one of the neatest things is that both Arctic terns and common terns are on the Great Slave Lake. And then after we get a good taste of Northwest Territories, we fly to Victoria Island in Nunavut. So we've stationed at Cambridge Bay. Cambridge Bay is really a remote Arctic village. There are no trees. It is rolling country, but completely tundra. The coolest thing about being on the tundra is that many of the birds that we're familiar with as migrants further south, so whether that be Jaegers or shorebirds or even loons, sort of behave differently up north. That's their home, and they spend most of their time up there. So things like shorebirds essentially are like songbirds up there. They sing and perch up, and they're not usually associated with shore at all.
I think for me, some of the highlights that I'll share with my friends or family is just, photos of being on the tundra and explaining what it's like to walk around on the tundra in a carpet of wildflowers while Arctic terns and long-tailed Jaegers are flying around calling at you. It is really an incredible experience.
It's really a learning experience. You're going to see things that you didn't expect. You're going to learn about things that you've never seen before. And having the knowledge of the guides and their ability to find birds, to know where birds and wildlife are, I think is the real big benefit of it all.